Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to talk a little bit about igneous rocks, how they're formed, and how we classify them. So I have links for the book, so the online book, because obviously you don't have this book at home. The link is there, plus the username and password. It's all in Schoology. And also, I have the lesson.pdf, so you can print that out, or what you can do is you can look at it on your screen, and if you hit the plus sign, it'll make it bigger for you. I also would use that if you need help with the quiz at the end of the week. Today you have a couple activities to do. Make sure you do them and then mark yes in our discussion group that you did do them. Okay, so you could read about the Arctic diamonds. We're just going to go over right now how the igneous rocks are classified. So first of all, they are formed from magma or lava. And if you remember, magma is basically the molten lava that's inside the earth, and lava is what comes out of a volcano, so that's like on the earth's surface, so that's outside. Okay, so magma's inside, lava's outside. So we classify igneous rocks by three things. One is origin. That means where it comes from, so it's either going to come inside the earth's surface, or is going to come outside or above the earth's surface, or on the earth's surface. Texture, we're going to talk about, and mineral composition. So the first thing, sorry about that. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the origin. So it's either going to be formed, igneous rock will either be formed on or beneath the Earth's surface. So if it's an extrusive rock, it's formed from lava, so it's formed on the surface. Okay, so extrusive means on the surface from lava. Intrusive is from magma, that's below the surface. So I like to think of it as so it's inside. So intrusive is from magma below the Earth's surface. The most abundant intrusive rock is granite, and we'll talk about granite a little bit later. You might actually have granite at your house. A lot of builders use it for countertops. Next is texture. Let me just move this up a bit. So the texture really depends on the size and shape of the mineral crystals. Volcanic glass is the one exception. It doesn't really lack a crystal structure. That's obsidian. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So when it's outside or extrusive, when it cools very quickly. So you have fine-grained rocks, which means that the crystals are small. So extrusive means like from lava. So the reason why it cools so quickly is because it's on the outside. So you have the cooler temperatures. You also have wind, could rain, and so forth. So it cools quickly. Intrusive is where it cools on the inside of the earth. So right here. And it takes a long time to cool. So you're going to have very large crystals. And so it's going to be really coarse and real big crystals. Okay, so next is, I also have a picture of a granite here. You can see in the granite that there's large crystals, so it's intrusive. Granite's intrusive. And that's just one example of granite. There's lots of different colors of granite. All right, finally we have the mineral, well, not finally, but we do have the mineral composition. So the mineral composition means what type of minerals make up the igneous rock. So different minerals produce different colors in igneous rock. So depending on the mineral, that will give you the color. If it's low in silica, that means it's going to be dark colored. If it's high in silica, that means it's going to be light colored. All right, and then you could read this in a little bit more detail a little bit later. Finally, how are they used? So igneous rock is very hard, it's dense, and it's durable. So lots of times it's used for tools and building materials. Granite is fantastic for building materials. So like I said, it could be in your kitchen. They use granite to help make buildings, and they use granite for bridges and different things like that. So it's widely used. Now it's mainly used in floors, countertops, curbstones. So some developments have granite curbstones. Pumice is used for polishing. It has a lot of air pockets in there, so it can break down pretty easily, and it's good for polishing. Obsidian looks like glass. It's good for cutting. A long time ago, they used to use it for spears. And perlite is really good for farming. What it does, it's mixed with soil, and it can be used to help start vegetable seeds. Okay, so that's basically, it's pretty short lesson. So I want you to read it though. So go to the book online, or you could print out the lesson.pdf, or you could read it from your computer. That's up to you. You have a couple activities to do also. All right, boys and girls, have a great day.